corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording on my call. Does anyone know how to get the audio recordings of the hearings? Are they available on Pacer or?
Yeah, I do not. I don't know how. I've been sent them, and I have a few of them, but I don't know how to get them.
Well, I know you said that the other entity, whoever it is, or whatever it is, had them immediately after they're out. So I was hoping that if there's a way to get Mrs. Parsons' hearing and the sentencing hearing, if I could get those maybe put on the CD and sent back to me, if I can get it, then I can review that and find out exactly what was and was not said, because I don't know what was said.
Well, anybody who's listening with that sort of capability or background, you know, I'm not real good with the legal stuff. It makes me want to puke anytime I think about it. But if anybody does have access to that sort of thing and can get it to me in a CD form, I'd be happy to mail it to you, or if they can mail it to you directly, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, if it can come from some kind of a court or anything that's legal looking, appearing, then I should be able to get it. But if nothing else, if they can get an MP3 and email it to you, I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like that guy had the hearing from Friday like that same day. Or
it's almost like they're a gag. These people are a gaggle of, it seems like they are lawyers, or they're very, you know, I like to work on my truck and to change my starter and to change my own oil. I don't do legal stuff. It's not my thing, and I know that some people have to because they find themselves in your situation. But it seems like a gaggle of lawyers who listen to your situation and they comment on it, and they're like infatuated with your form of speech. Whatever you do in the courtroom, it fascinates them, and they love to watch hours and hours of whatever you're doing in that courtroom and comment on it. And I just call it a devilish group of hyenas. I don't spend a lot of time dealing with them. They're not worth my time, Mike.
You can hear the private conversation between you and your lawyer.
My wife said she did listen to the. My wife said that she did listen to the audio that was recorded in the courtroom, and you could hear like private conversations you and your lawyer were having, you know, between each other, that maybe shouldn't have been recorded on the record. I don't know, but my personal opinion is just I don't deal with these people. They're not really worth my time. But I understand people may want to go fight them or engage them or argue with them. I got a lot of other more important things to do than to deal with this freighter guy. I mean, he's not even on my radar.
Well, did it sound like the audio between me and him was clearer than the audio of the judge, or was hers clearer? You could hear her easier?
No, everything was clear. You and your lawyer whispering about whether you wanted to bring Sue Holland on Skype or something around that time frame.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, apparently these people are anti-American, they're anti-sovereign, and they're anti-freedom and liberty, and they're all about their opinions of judges. They care not about the Constitution or the treaties or even their statutes. They just totally ignore what is the foundation of this country, and they're all about their Luciferian cult following of opinions of the pagans that they worship that sit up on these pedestals. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, they're totally against any sort of thing. Freedom. The fact that they would take pleasure out of seeing you go through what you're going through tells me all I need to know about them. You know,
they have no skin in the fight. They've got nothing to lose, so they can sit there and you know, giggle and carry on like a bunch of little children, which is what they appear to be.
Yes.
They've never had to work for a living and earn anything. They feel like they're deserving because they've got this pathetic law degree, which basically it's a...
Thank you for using GTL.
All right, that's Mike. He calls and he gets like these little snippets of minutes, and I don't know how this satanic prison phone system is working, but you can't have an in-depth, detailed discussion with Mike about anything, because you talk to him for 2 or 3 minutes, you know he wants to like say his piece. He gets a limited amount of time, and plus he has to pay for it. And so this prevents me, and it's aggravating to no end, okay? So I could really get mad and scream and holler, but I'm not going to. But you guys need to understand, it's incredibly aggravating and expensive and hard upon Mike and anybody else who's paying for the phone calls. And you can't have any sort of normal, detailed conversation where you're not rushed for time and you're not paying for the call and you're not trying to, you know, he's just trying to get a few sound bites out before it cuts him off, and he's stuck in a hellhole. He doesn't have a trial date. I need to ask him if he even has a bond set. I don't even think he can get out on bond, but it just is what it is. I mean, may the Lord Jesus Christ come back quickly, and may justice come down like a mighty river.